This is our second day for the workshop mixing skin tone. First, I'm going to show you how I'm going to draw the face. How big you want to draw, what's the top, what's the bottom. First, talk about how they mix different colors. The color on the cheek is very easy to do because that is just red, right? Just get the red color in here. That's very much look like that, and also we described that in our last week's workshop. Let's take a look at the forehead. The forehead have a little bit more yellow, so we can add a little bit yellow with the red together. So which is the orange color, right? Thinking about how much water, which is how light the color you want it to be. I'm going to put that little color over here. That's just for the forehead, okay? Right here, that has a little bit more yellow and even have a little bit blue color into it. I'm going to get a little yellow, which is feel a little bit more green. I'm going to have a little bit blue like that. So that would be coming to this area. Over there have a little bit more yellow. In the shadow side, that's a little bit more red, okay? Now just put a little red over there. Let's talk about the cheek over here. Like that. Here you go. That's area. A little bit like this. Maybe a little bit more as we're turning into the darker and darker value. So that probably have to do that another time. Outside of this, it's just a little brown color. I'm going to get a little bit red with the blue color. And these two colors together make it a lot darker. As soon as there's a blue into it, it make it a little bit gray. A little bit more turn into gray. Now, I'm going to get a little bit yellow to it. Okay, like that. This a little bit more brownish. Now, I definitely have a little bit more red into it. Now, here you go. So this would be the color on our side. After it dry, we can add another overlay color, even make that in the middle over here even more red. Coming down to the chin, you can see the outside over here coming down over here. That's the color on the outside over there. I'm going to start from the top and going down as the wet into wet step. And this time I'm going to use the flat brush. And the flat brush can take care of much bigger space much faster. And we're also going to use this brush to lift up the color. Okay, let's take a look. How we're going to do that? We're going to start from the top over here. Okay, take a look, have a little yellow mix into the red, right? So I'm going to take this color, start from the top over here. Can you see that? And now, and over here, we're going to leave a little light shade. Okay, and let's add a little red color. This is called wet into wet and going down from the top going down. Okay, now here you go. Now this is good, and we're not trying to finish everything with this one layer with just the fundamental color. So we're gonna get a little bit more red. Just keep thinking about is that more of other colors. I'm gonna get a little yellow, just a little bit darker, and I'm gonna put it right here. Now the color a little bit darker going into the shadow side. Now coming over here, have a little bit gray. Now working into looking at the how dark the color would be, and then going around the eye also have that similar color. I'm going to coming down over here and take a look at the nose over here. I'm going to quickly start changing the color and get a little bit more red into it. Just observe how I do it and take a look, and take a look a little bit more red on the side of the nose. That's good. Like coming around over here a little bit more red color. Color red over here, that's good. And we're going to add a little bit darker color to it. Now I'm going to have a little bit yellow. And take a look. This color, this is pretty good. Coming through to this area. Here you go. A little bit darker like that. I'm going to clean my brush and quickly add just a little bit amount of color. I'm going to connect that over. So do it a little bit faster, but you need to watch that carefully. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more red color over here. Now coming I'm going down this side. I'm going to just clean the brush. I'm going to lift up a little color because this is would be the light highlight area, like that. Okay, a little bit come out over here. This is good. Now I'm going to quickly have a little red color come into the side over here, and also have a little bit more just the red color on the light side. Okay, coming onto the side over here, get a little bit light brown color and put it on the light on the shadow side of the eyelid, and also here too. Okay, don't be afraid of this look like too big a brush, and this is a very good functional brush. Now I'm gonna come down to just continue to have a little red color, put it into the above the mouth. Okay, here you go, like that. That's good. Coming over here, and now I'm going to just make it a little lighter, just make it a little bit lighter value. There, here you go. Here you go, like that. And we keep going down, and we're gonna add the gray color a little bit later. Just put a little bit light color in here. Keep looking at it, and now I'm gonna go into the shadow side. Okay, here you go. And the shadow side over here, I'm going to just on the chin get just a little red color. Okay, that's, here we go, coming down over here. And now take a look at the shadow side, and we're gonna make a shadow a little bit more later. Okay, here you go, like that, and have that a little bit more light. And watercolor after you dry it always look lighter, so no worry about that it's going to be too dark, and in fact it may be too light. Okay, I'm going to lift that color a little bit. Now take a look at the neck. We're going to have a little bit more yellow mix into right in here, like that. I can paint it onto the hair area, that's fine. Okay, now this is the first round of skin tone, and to start from the top coming down. Now I'm going to use my calligraphy brush. I'm going to try to make a little bit deeper color, start back from the forehead, and get a little bit yellow and the red, and add a little blue color that make it a little bit brown. Okay, here you go, a little bit brown. That's good. I'm going to put it right in here. See that? You make sure you see the darker value of the shadow side. Now I'm going to just open up the brush. I'm going to see. Now coming down over here, have actually a little bit more blue into this. You can see that a little bit more blue coming to this side, and a little bit more blue in the middle over here. Also this color over here too, a little bit more blue gray color. Okay, here you go, like that. And see the different color, also very important. See the different value. I'm gonna have a little bit more blue, and put that also in the lower eyelid. That's good. Now coming down over here, now I'm gonna have a little bit more brown color. Okay, before I go through that, I'm gonna mix the little bit warmer brown color. I'm gonna get the yellow, red, and then have a little bit blue. Okay, depends on how much blue you mix different colors. Now I'm gonna start over here, have a little bit more red, add a little bit more red into it. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna take a look at more red. Oh, that's too much. Get a little bit more yellow. That's all in between the three colors, and how much. That's good. Now I'm gonna put that right here. Take a look at this whole shape. Don't look at this details inside, and just the whole shape over here, like that. And now coming down here, and here you go. Now I'm gonna have screen your eye, maybe a little bit more blue. Okay, right here. Here you go. Now this is the shadow side about the mouth. That's good. Now take a look at under here, under the mouth. That's good. And coming on to this side. Now coming down over here with the shadow and the light side, we create the impression of the form of the face. I'm gonna have a little bit more yellow and the red mixed into it, so I can see this color on the outside over here. Okay, that's good. See how wide is that shape? Okay, here you go, like that. And now this color can extend it all the way to the neck. Here you go. All we see is the value and the color. Okay, here you go, like this. Okay, that is the form almost created. I'm gonna have this a little bit warm brown color right over here. I'm gonna add that color back in here. So her face now look better. Now I'm gonna have a little bit more red on the cheek. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna have a little bit more red. That's just pretty good. We're gonna come back to make adjustment a little bit later and just add that color coming in over here. Now I'm gonna soften that a little bit. After you put the color in, lift the color a little bit. So this is good. You see a little bit softer. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to take a look at the other side of the face. I just take this red color and put it right in here. You see that that's right. That's good. Also on the other side, also see a little bit red too, like this. Okay, now I'm going to just use the clean brush to softly lead the color, blend it out. Okay, that's good. So if you really like portrait painting, and just look into our upcoming class, and we're going to focus on portrait drawing in the autumn, in the fall semester, and the oil portrait. And in the next semester, we're going to come back to watercolor portrait and maybe other classes if member interested. And I'm going to have the lip also have a little bit red, a little bit darker tone, the red color here. Okay, that's good for now. And there's the mouth. We'll take care of that a little bit later. Now overall, we already have the value and the color coming from the top all the way coming to the bottom. And that color is not totally right yet. The transition is not there yet. So we're going to take care of that after this layer of paint completely dry. I'm going to come back to add and remove color from here.